Hey there, it's Ben from patternprofits.net. I wanted to talk to you briefly about taking profits. We're again looking at Futu Holdings here. We discussed this a couple weeks ago. This base, big base with 40.99 pivot, if you're looking to take profits at a specific price, traditional CanSlim would have you target a 20% gain, which 40.99 pivot is going to put your target area just above 49. And it's not really one price, it's an area. So 20 to 25% from the pivot makes sense. So if you bought this breakout in here, I'm okay with having a specific target price, 20%, 25% higher, where you're going to take some off. But remember, the IBD rule is if it makes that 20% or more price gain in under 3 weeks, you want to try to hold for 8. And the reason you want to try to hold for 8 weeks is because of this. When you get to that target quickly, you know you have the potential, especially we're assuming this is a leadership type quality stock with great revenue and earnings growth in a top group. And those are the ones that we want to try to hold on to for the bigger gains. So when you get this type of pullback, the reason you have that rule is to try to be able to hold on through this. Now, it wasn't easy. So a lot of times if I'm buying, down here, maybe I take a portion off up here, start taking some profits. And if we hit that 8-week hold rule, I'm holding a portion through this, not all of it. I've locked some in up here. But if you can hold through all this, then, this is the goal right here, is to get and capture this much bigger move that came later after the pullback. So one of the problems with, getting asked, hey, what is your target on this or that? If you buy a base breakout in a traditional manner, it's pretty easy to target that 20 to 25%. But what if you came in here on the inside day? You're going to need a different type of exit strategy to capture this move. So whether you're using price or whether you're using moving averages, short-term moving averages, you need to find a way to be able to capture this type of move. What I put on here was an 8 EMA. You can see that we haven't failed. We haven't come below that. If you're swing trading this and you came in around this area, you're not going to want to target 20% gain because it just doesn't make sense. It's not from the base. That 20 to 25% makes a lot of sense if you're trying to capture that move out of the base. But if you're swing trading and you're buying it on an inside day that comes out like here, it doesn't make sense to just put a random 20% target gain. So you want to have some type of trend following system in place. Just as an example, I use the 80 EMA here, but you can use a 10 EMA. Longer term traders use the 20 or the 21 EMA, but you just want to have some technique that allows you to capture this bigger move. You hear me often talk about using price. If you come over and you look at the strat, if you're using that, two up, two up, two up, two up. You didn't, here's the inside day, two up, two up, two up, two up. You really didn't have any type of reversal signal all the way up, which is why I love to combine, price with the moving averages. You can use price alone, a lot of people do, but combining that sometimes with your shorter term moving averages can be very helpful. And as you see, you could have rode this all the way up. You did not get a reversal until here on Friday. You got the 2 down, but you were able to capture a lot of this move versus if you go back and you had just targeted that 20% gain, you were out here, which looked great on this pullback. but then you missed, all of this bigger move that came later. So having some type of strategy in place, whether it's the moving averages, using price itself, but some or time, like we use with the 8-week hold rule, some type of strategy to be able to hold for the longer move. And again, taking partials, I don't have any problem with that at 20 to 25%. If it's out of a bigger and more traditional base, that still makes sense to me. But you can't put a 20 or 25% target coming out of here on a swing. Another way to do this is if you know your stop is very tight, maybe it's within 3%. Again, you can target that kind of 10% gain. Since your risk was 3%, you want to try to stay in that 3-to-1 or better ratio, but you should still have a strategy that allows you to stay on and ride your winner for the bigger move. I hope this helps. Thank you.